the premiere. Yeah, I was shocked. It's always weird, like waiting through the video, and yeah, I'm stoked. Colin definitely ripped the chair out from under me after the video and then just broke all the chairs in our aisle. Sick. There's only been a couple. LA definitely, I feel like, has gone off the hardest because all the homies were there. And last night was hilarious. Fools were hollering all sorts of shit, talking mad shit. So, no, not really. Everyone was, last night killed it. Buenos Aires, though, was everyone, I swear, they're just stoked on anything. Doesn't matter what you do. They're just stoked people, which is fucking rad. But yeah, last night was fucking sick. It was going off. I feel like this one, rather than going out and just like filming and improvising and like you just somehow go to a spot and get a chick or a trick, sick. That's the way Bake and Destroy was, I think. I wasn't like really thinking we'd just go out and we'd get shit. But this one, like, I feel like just because I was hurt so much, I was always just thinking about like, all right, I'm like consciously thinking I'm gonna go to a park and like practice a trick to go try on some fucking spot, which is not the most fun way to go about things. You just put way more pressure on yourself, and I feel like there's a lot of that going around with everyone on the team. But now that it's done, it feels good to drink this screwdriver. Just definitely with Minor, like filming it and producing it, all the editing, and he is one of the best at it. I think that Emerica should always still do that. Just because the way Minor edits, it's hard for him to put out anything whack. His style, and for me, whatever skating, I get stoked to go try tricks knowing how it's gonna come out because he's looking over all of it. I think no matter where I was living at, I was buying Emerica's before I rode for him. And then I guess it definitely did help that I lived right there though. Yeah, I don't know. For sure. Spanky, he's always been the best. Everyone has their injuries, ups and downs, but he definitely bit the bullet and came back for sure. I think there's just a lot of older dudes in the video in general that people want to see footage from. Like, it doesn't matter what they do. They've just been doing it for fucking over 15 years. They just want to see him coming out with a part. Like Jerry too, like Reynolds is always beyond. He's like Mr. Fountain of Youth. Skates like he's 18 still. But yeah, I just think the fact that people are just older and have been doing it for so long and they're still muscling, putting shit on the line, it's tight. I went on a trip with Andrew, and then like a month after the trip, he called me and just asked me. I was fucking beyond stoked. But Tony, like, he's been so cool, and he kind of like knows how things go. I think Tony can tell if someone's gonna move in the direction of Baker or whatever. Tony's always been fucking so rad about everything. He's beyond cool about it. I would see Colin all day, even at like contests when we were super young. He was always that dude, fucking little air baby. Fucking, he's been good. He's never not like been good, or he's never like had like days where when I go skate sometimes I feel like I haven't skated in fucking months, or like I leave the skate park worse than I was when I got there. Like, I have days like that all the time, but I've never seen him in that zone at all. He's always been good. Fucking every skateboarder's dream, and whenever you get one, it's like you're lucky you even got that. I can't fucking believe it. It's definitely the same feeling, just as psyched as the first time. That's not something that like gets old. And every time you're just like, well, that's never happening again. And then it happened. It's like always when you get hurt, it's like you just want to think it's not as bad as it feels or whatever. So I kind of waited a second and was like, no, I'll be good. Like, I don't want to go to the hospital or whatever. And then I think after Minor watching the footage, it was like, yeah, you should probably go check it out. And then it ended up being kind of serious. Fuck. If I would have like hopped on a plane, I broke my ribs. I don't know, like 3 or 4. And one of the ribs punctured the lung or whatever, and it was bleeding. So they said not to go on a plane because it could like fill up with blood and explode. So I just stayed in the hospital for 2 nights, and then my girlfriend, who lived in Philly at the time, came and picked me up in Boston. And then I just stayed out there for 2 weeks. before I could fly. And then, yeah, it just hurts to like fart, laugh, fucking do anything. Broken ribs is insane. It was the only time I've ever done it. I hope it never happens again, but probably will. As of last week, Andrew said, Baker 4, we have 2 years to start, or 2 years to film. Definitely excited just to go through this process again. I think it's like a totally different feel and like way to go about it than the made videos with Minor. Baker 4 is just improv. You just cruise out and whatever you get is usable. I don't want to premeditate too many things like this one.